Hey everybody, Steven here, and today I'm doing a review for the Raze energy drink here. So I did an unboxing video. I actually ran through all of these, so I wanted to make sure I could taste all the flavors that I got, and this was the free sample that is advertised on Facebook. You pay for shipping, which is like $9. So, I mean, they're probably getting a little bit of that. It's still a deal, right? But I also don't know how much it costs for them to make these things. So had a bunch of different flavors. This one's the sour gummy. We had Apollo. We had mango guava. A bunch of different things, and they all taste decent in terms of flavor. I talked about in the last video, like Bang energy drinks for me are just too much. So when I drink that, like I feel sick later that day. So I just don't do Bang. C4 for me, the pre-workouts, has still just been some of the best in terms of a RTD, ready to drink energy drinks, and I can find them pretty much anywhere. This one for me kind of sits in between, and that's both in terms of flavor and then how I feel afterwards. But before I get into that, I talked about in the last video, they don't tell you exactly what's in this outside of the fact that this has, I believe, 300 milligrams of caffeine in it. Let's see if it actually says on there. Yeah, 300 milligrams of caffeine. That's it. That's all they put on here in terms of the actual amounts of the ingredients. Outside of that, I mean, we have betaine anhydrous, we have taurine, potassium citrate, L-tyrosine, choline bitartrate, we have branched chain amino acids, so you have the L-leucine, isoleucine, valine, carnitine, L-tartrate, alpha-GPC. Then one of the things I don't like to see, natural and artificial flavors. I don't know what that means. Well, I know what it means. It means some they've sourced, so they're actually taking the actual molecules from something that's a natural flavor molecule that you would find in food. The other ones, they're actually just taking a chemical that mimics that, but they're not letting you know. But that's just something the industry does right now that I don't like. This has 0 sugar, so it's sweetened with sucralose. And I've talked about that in other videos. It'd be nice if it was sweetened with stevia, but that's also something hard to do, because if you're off with the amount, it tastes horrible. But with this, they're not listing the amount. So I reached out to the company. I was like, hey, can you send me the info? I can't find it anywhere. They just sent me a screenshot of this, the thing that's on the can. And I was like, no, like the actual amounts. And they go, that's proprietary information. We don't actually send that out. And I've talked about it in another video where the FDA recalled some products, some of the ingredients that were in the Evolution Nutrition BCAA with caffeine supplement that I got. And the supplement industry isn't regulated like other industries. It's not under the hood of the FDA. Matter of fact, the FDA has to go out and prove that this doesn't have these ingredients in it. It's not the other way around. When you deal with like any type of medication, they have to prove that it's effective, and what they have with what their product is actually what they say it is. They have to prove that to the FDA. The supplements don't. They don't have to prove that this is in here, and because of that, you end up getting just shady behavior where we're not going to tell you what's in the product. We're going to say, hey, it's a proprietary blend. And behind that, they call it pixie dusting, right? We could put a little bit amount of these things in here just to say that it's in there, and it turns out they're not in there. So then you get something like this. They don't even tell you the amounts. They'd say, yeah, we can't give that out because somebody would copy our product. That's BS. Like, nobody's going to do that, right? A lot of the companies that you see right now that understand this have actually put out, hey, they don't hide behind proprietary blends anymore. They really showcase, these are the amounts of stuff that are in our product. And yeah, you have companies trying to, I would say not necessarily mimic that, but they do put in the same ingredients. You start to see the same things in a lot of these pre-workouts. But with that, they're not going to do the exact amount, right? A lot of these companies want to make themselves different from your product. So yeah, maybe it has the same stuff, but their amounts are different. And then they'll explain why. Hey, we've done more research and it shows that this amount is more effective than our competitors. So I just don't think you can hide behind proprietary blends anymore. It's just not the right way to do it. And because of that, I don't feel comfortable promoting this or saying that this is a really, really solid product. Now, if you just need the caffeine, yeah, it's a solid product. It has 300 milligrams. They tell you that that's in there, and I can tell you, I drink it. I feel the effects of about 300 milligrams. With that, they have two different types, by the way, of caffeine. So one's a quick acting, another one's a slow acting caffeine. And so what I found, and I'm going to put a link for this video, just because I consume a decent amount of caffeine on a regular basis, my adenosine receptors are off. So because of that, what I find is I'll drink something like this. It may keep me up late at night. So if you are a regular caffeine consumer, that may be something that happens with you here. It did for me, at least. So outside of that, that was the only thing that I really noticed with this. It's not a huge spike in caffeine, like you're like, oh. Now, if you don't consume caffeine, you're probably going to feel that. But for me, it wasn't like, whoa, ton of energy. It was like mellow, and it was smooth, and I did like that. The taste was okay. It wasn't as good as C4. I think the Bangs are okay, but I'd say this probably tastes maybe a little bit better than Bang. But for some people, that's just going to be, I mean, based off their taste buds, really. It's almost just an opinion on that. It was okay. It wasn't phenomenal, but it was decent. I just think there are better products out there. So for me, I'm just torn. I like it better than Bang. I'll say that much. It's not better than C4 or some of the other pre-workouts, and I am not a fan of the fact that they won't even tell you what's in this. They'll give you a list of ingredients, but they won't actually tell you the amounts of these things. So because of that, that's just something I'm not okay with. So if you just need it for the caffeine, yeah, go for it. Beyond that, I'd say put your money somewhere else where you actually know what is in the drink that you're consuming. So that is it, everybody. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all of my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.